mentor said something powerful today. They said being 70% correct in software engineering, particularly in DevOps, it doesn't mean anything. It may look like much. 70% is, I mean, it seems much. But in software engineering, particularly in DevOps, if you're 70% correct, imagine running your Terraform scripts and you're 70% correct. Do you know what that means? You're speaking about deployment failure there, one. Or if you're speaking about your YAML files, you know what's going to happen there. Particularly if you're looking at running your Kubernetes clusters and stuff like that, it only means that those pods will not start. And then if your Terraform is terrible, because let's say 70, we're speaking about 70%, according to you it's correct, right? It has to mean something. So if your Terraform scripts are 70% correct and your YAML scripts are 70% correct, so if your deployment is incomplete or it fails, because obviously the pipeline will fail, right? You do realize that the pipeline will fail because you're 70% correct. So your deployment will have issues. You won't be able to deploy anything because you're 70% correct. Because somewhere in the pipeline, something will break or will fail to deploy or whatever. And then, of course, now you're looking at your YAML scripts. If they're 70% correct, like I said, it only means that your pods will not run, right? So being 70% correct can cost a lot of things. So because we live to deploy stuff, right? Because to say that you've developed a feature or a product and you've shipped it, I mean your product, to say that, yeah, you have a product and that's it means that you've developed it, deployed it, and shipped it, you know, and yeah, I don't even know. I'm tired, that's why I'm speaking like this, but you get what I mean. You have to build something, deploy it, right? So once it is deployed, that's when you can say, yes, 𝗬𝗢𝗦𝗧, like that, you know? But until you've deployed what you've built or whatever feature or whatever product, your work is not done. So once it is live and it's running, then you can say, cool, now it's time for the SRE to take over, right? So if you're a DevOps engineer or you're looking at from the side, whether you're a dev all the way to ops side of things, your work is incomplete because you have to build something and ship it, right? Then hand it over to the SRE, which is the site reliability engineer, right? Where they monitor whether they use CloudWatch or they use Datadog or all these other monitoring, you know, whatever it is that you use for monitoring your application once it has been deployed, right? Whatever, I'll leave that to the SRE. Yeah, I do have some SRE skills, so anyways, those that have been following my videos, they know what I mean by that. Because like I said, it's not enough for you to just have those minor skills and all that. But anyways, that's not what I am today. So today, what I was saying is, I think I'll put it here. Being 70% correct is insufficient. Being 70% correct is not enough, right? So always strive to push yourself to the limit, right? Because like even the exams that we write as software engineers, I'm sure you'll notice that they push above 70%, some they push above 80%. So there's a standard. The standard is for a reason. So I'll say it again. Being 70% correct is not enough. Consider that.